What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime, bringing you another edition of Gunpla Customs. And today I'm going to build this massive, huge, and ridiculously big kit. This is the 1/60th scale Mazinger Z from the Mazinger Z Infinity version, animated movie or OVA. Granted, I've never watched any of the series, and I know that the most current one had some great visuals, and this kit shows how well detailed and cool it is that they're able to do. Now, they made this version at 1/44 scale. Good scale, big, very detailed. I've seen a lot of people show it off online, and this, of course, is in tune with other super robots. So you could say this is considered a super robot. And I was actually thinking of buying one of those one day, and I just never got around to it. I said, one day I will. Who knows? Maybe if I see it on sale, or if I have a coupon at Barnes and Noble, and whatever. But then I started to see, last year, I started to see notifications on this again. And I was like, well, what's so different about it? And then I saw the scale, 1/60th scale. And I go, really? 1/60th scale? And it's not a P-band, it's not a perfect grade price. It's not a perfect grade kit. It's just basically, I believe, an upscale version of the 1/44 scale. But I cannot say that, considering I don't have it. Regardless of the case, I was intrigued. And I was saying, all right, I want to get this. I really do. It looks really nice. Great. The level of detail on how it is crazy. I mean, I've seen this kit like the original one, which is basically a solid piece on each part, on the legs, on the arms, and the body. But this one goes like the next level up, like several levels up, and yeah, this is really, really eye-catching, you could say. And I hear it's huge, very huge. I was actually considering building one of my Gundam kits, one of my Mega Scale kits, but this is kind of new, and it was something that I got for my birthday. I used a 25% off coupon that I got from Hobby Link Japan, and got it at a reasonable price. Yeah. So for the month of April, I'm going to build this humongous beast of a kit. I hope I'll do well. And of course, this is a build-off between me and zakuaurelius. I asked him if he wants to do a build-off. I'm actually going to post it out there as well if anybody wants to do a build-off. If anybody has this kit, if anybody's interested in doing it. So, yeah, this is going to be nice. I don't know. I haven't thought of the colors yet. Well, then again, I haven't thought of if I have enough supplies. I should have. And considering it's not supposed to be a darker tone color, I do have the colors for this. So I can't wait to try it. Now, let's... It's in English, by the way. And there it is. Shocking 1/60th scale, as it says. Some amazing detail work here. And then if you flip it about, this is technically how long or how big it is. And it has all the gimmicks, the foldable back wings, I believe, the foldable arms where you could show these weaponry. The arms can come out as a rocket punch or as a blade on it, and it looks like it lights up the eyes. And then you have the hover pliter. Yeah. All right, let's open this up and see what we were working with here. And you know what? I'm going to try to adjust the camera a bit so you can all see this. Okay. First off, we have this red plate here, and look at all this detail there. It comes with an LED light, clearly for the eye, so that's cool. It has that. Oh my god, this thing is like a weapon. We also have some clear parts here, obviously for the chest, and that here are the yellow parts and red parts here. Some stickers, and I see some reflectiveness, so clearly when they want to reflect the light off the LED. I've seen that before. Absolutely amazing. Look at all that. That's clearly you can do a lot of detail at this scale. Look at the chest area parts. This, this one here, because I can imagine the head goes there, you could pretty much set up your own, what do you call that? It's in the tip of my tongue. An action base stand for this, so you can just take off this whole thing, put a base stand in the back, and hold it to 144 scale because of how big it is. Actually, it's not a 148 scale; it's 160. Imagine if they made a 148 scale of this. That'd be nuts. Now the color is very shiny. Clearly, this is a dark purplish color. And these are parts forming hands. Unfortunately, you have the fist, and then you have the open hand. Now we're getting into some charcoal parts. Get all this detail there. I know there are guys out there who probably are LEDing the chest plate a bit, so we'll show that more. Can't tell what's this, but I see the blades. Both of them. Put that here. This has to be part of the shoulder. There's two bags. Wow. You know what? When I was looking at the box, I thought it was blue, but now it's a purplish tone. Part of the legs, so we have two parts of the legs. They're here and here. And that's a bug. Oh my god. So this came from Japan and it came with a bug? Unbelievable. I'm going to have to... Okay, hold on a second. So I couldn't tell if that critter came in the box as it was here or it was from Japan. I do see a scar mark there, so maybe when I put it here it was probably trying to crawl in and I squished it. So maybe it was from here, not from Japan. Don't worry, I don't think that had something in there, but yeah, and all the parts are clean. The only thing I have to do is get rid of the bags. Moving on, so we have more detailed parts here, the legs, part of the arms. Some more charcoal parts there. There we just looked at a moment ago. Oh, okay, so we have some polycaps here. A lot of polycaps here. Wow. There is a lot of movability. You know, this is not just going to be like something that's standing up and doing nothing. It has some amazing, you know, a crazy amount of range of articulation. I'm trying to get it out of my stupid mouth. I think that's it. Here's some more red parts, and we have some yellow parts. Okay. And then we have more charcoal parts here. The manual. All this back so we can review the manual. see how I can tackle this big boy and where to go with it. Alright, so here's the manual. And the color guide is right there. So we have silver, we have the gray, which is part of the frame, we have black, which is part of the body, red for the wings and shoulder and the chest there. Oh, actually no, the chest is not red, it's a clear red. But then we have a blue-violet color, which does give you instructions on what to use. So we have a combination of cobalt blue 45%, black 25%, purple 20%, and regular blue 10%. And then we have the yellow, which is a cream yellow and orange yellow. Here are the parts guide, and obviously you utilize everything that's on this except for a few of the rubber joints, which, you know, the PE ones, that is not required. And then if we open this up, let's see, where's page 1? Or here we go. So, what to do in the model kit. Then we have the assembly of the head, the assembly of the body, and again, there's not that much of detail inside the body. You're not making a perfect grade. This is more hollowed out, and this of course gives you the ability to put some options there for lighting and all that stuff. So I can imagine many people are looking into these and working out the kinks and all this. The only lighting thing that I know is going to happen is probably going to be the chest area, because that's going to be a lot of LED units if they're going to light up the whole thing. I'm not planning to do that. Don't worry about that. But going back to the head, I didn't see if there's an option for the LED light or where it goes. Well, let's go to the next page. So there's the chest area assembly. There's a clear part here. Oh, okay, so it must be there where the LED light goes under that. And then we have the chest part there. Then we have the arm unit and its assembly. You know, it's a shame. They could have easily done manipulator fingers, but maybe they couldn't do it for this. And then the assembly of the legs. Legs and feet. Then the waist unit. And then boom, you're done. And then the assembly of the backpack, and the wings, and the weaponry, how to remove these parts to connect that, it also has the ability to do all that features. Oh, okay, so this is not like something you can actually bend, this is parts forming. So it's either you have it on or pop it out to be, you know, rocket punch mode, or the drill missiles as it's referring to. And then we have the actual jet Schneider, how to assemble it, and how to put it on this, and it could fold, so it can, you know, you can put it on. Well, this is going to be a very, 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 very big kit. Big kit with a lot of paint that I'm going to be using. Alright, so trying to figure out what kind of paints to use on this is no-brainer. We have the basics there. We have the red, we have the yellow, we have the black, we have the silver or chromish color. The purplish blue is the one thing that's driving me a little nuts there, but let's do a separation of colors and see what I have that will work. Most of them will be the red, and it's a lot of red there. I was considering of using metallic red for this, and I have an extra bottle of this, so that's not a big deal for that part. However, in my stock paints, I have metal bloody red, and for those of you who don't remember, this is the one that I used on my Exia, Perfect Grade Exia. and I think that will be nice on this, but maybe a little too dark. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the only primer that I have that I can use on this kit, and I hope I have enough, is Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 Black. Now, using a black primer and using a red tone will be very dark. It'll be like a russet color. So I may not use this at all. I may have to use this one to give it a little bit of more highlight. Of course, I've been waiting for primer to arrive in the mail for a while, so hopefully I'll get it in time for this. So there's that first option for the red. Yellow or orange, as you could see there, I don't think I have orange. I mean, I have this yellow. This is from, from the Mr. Gundam colors. So I may end up using this, or, since I have metallic color by Meg Ammo, I could either use the metallic orange, which should be good for that, or maybe copper. I think metallic orange would probably be good to use on this chest piece right there, and the thrusters and the wing back there. Yeah, so that I have that there in the wings. Silver. No, sorry, the black. So metallic black I do have, and I didn't pull it out because I pulled this out and I did not know how well this is. I picked this up a while back. This is GX Metal Black Primary from the GX line. It feels like I'm looking at chrome. Let me look at that. Oops. I don't have a yeah, I do. Let's do a little bit of color matching here. We could probably use that. It's a little thick though. Yeah, I think I can use that. This almost acts as a primer as well. So we have this for the black areas. Now, the silver. I have a lot. I could either use the gunmetal, but I think this is a little too dark, or I can use this one, chrome. But both of these are from Extreme Metals AK. I think this one looks a lot better to use that. I could use this one. This is the Ice Silver. This has a hint of blue on it. Just, you know what? As much as I like using this, because this thing goes down really nice with primer, with when you airbrush it, I may end up using this one. And I forgot. Oh yeah, I actually used this on the Exia as well, in the metallic trim parts area, and the blade. You know, I'm just looking at it right now because it's on my shelf. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this. All right. Okay. I'll use that. Alright, good. Now let's move on to the blue, and this is the part where I'm a little weird. It's a purplish dark blue. So I don't know if I should do a mixture, or maybe, because remember I'm priming all of these blue parts black. So will the black darken up the blue? I have purple, but then I need to do a mixture. Or maybe I can do the purple as one coat over it, and then do a blue over it as a secondary coat and give it that highlight look. That's a possibility. I have this one, metal blue, which I don't think I ever used before. Let's see how this is. toothpick around here. Ooh, that's actually a very nice blue, very strong. It is strong. It's not the tone that I'm looking at, but with the black primer, it may darken it up a bit, give it a unique look to it. You know what? Before I begin building or begin painting, I'm going to do some testing. I'm going to get a I'm going to get some plot plate and paint it black and then paint it this color. But as well as not only painting this color, I also have other blues from another brand. Remember the Elaclads? This is hot metal blue. This has already been primed, and it has a good turquoise look to it, as you can see it there. So I have that. I also have Candy Indigo. That one is very, very close. Let me shake that and open this because this thing is tight as hell. I haven't opened this in a long time. Oh, yeah, this thing is very old. Let's see if I have a rag here someplace. I've been meaning to work with my Elaclad paint for a long time. It's been sitting in the wings for forever. Just haven't had the opportunity to think of what to use on what kit. Yeah. This is something that I would not mind using. Alright, we're going to have to do a series of tests here to see if it actually balances out, to see if this works. I have 2 bottles of this, so for the blue on here and here on the arms and the legs, I'm covered. So we're going to test this. We're also going to test this as well to see how that looks. One possible note, of course, is I have other blue like this one, the marine blue, but it's not close enough to that. Maybe if I darken it, fine, but I don't know yet. As much as I would like to use this color tones, I have here, I'm not ready for that yet. So, yeah. What do you guys think of that? I do have the paints. I definitely need to test them out first, which we will do soon. But first things first, let's begin building it and see how it looks overall, and start from there. So, with that being said, let's begin building 1/60th scale Mazinger Z.